What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe and like and view other previous videos I posted. So today, as you read on the title, I'll be talking about the timeline of submitting your OCS packet while in service. So if you don't know, I'm a staff sergeant in the U.S. Army. I've been in 8 years. I finished my degree like last May, and I submitted my OCS packet to become an officer in the Army. So for me and for everybody that's in service, you want to first go on HRC website and look up MIPOR message for OCS. So in that MIPOR message, it would discuss, you know, packet deadlines and when you should turn your packet to HRC. So that's what I did. So I submitted my packet for June OCS board. Well, June OCS, June 2021 OCS panel. So June is when I submitted my packet up to, you know, my Brigade S1, and my Brigade S1 submitted that up to HRC. So June was the turn-in date for my packet. The board that HRC conducts, which is like, you know, a whole bunch of officers, they review packets for every person that submits their packet. So that board, it was September of 2021. So I submitted my packet in June 2021. They conducted the board convened at HRC September 2021. So after you submit your packet at HRC, you gotta wait until they have the board. So the board, like I said, it goes over everybody's packet and that submit their packets. So once the board happens, you should get coded. You should, but some people don't get coded. They still get selected. Some people get coded. So the code you will see on your ERB is India, as in I. You have an I code on your ERB above where your GT and line scores are on your ERB. So you should have a code, an India code with the AEA end date. So it should be, for example, for my packet, I had an India code /2022-08. So that was the code and date I had on my ERB. So not everybody gets that code. Some people gets it, some people don't. And I wouldn't say necessarily mean you are selected, but it does represent that you are going through OCS selection. So it lets your branch manager know, like, you know, not to put you on assignment while you undergo this process. Because as you know, if you PCS or reclass during your submission of your OCS packet, it will cause your packet to get thrown away, because I guess that takes precedence over your packet. So make sure you're not PCS anytime soon, and make sure you don't, you know, re-enlist the reclass while going through this process. So once you had the board, once I had the board in September, I had to wait until the results came out. So the results for me came out January 21st. So let's backtrack. So June 21st, June 2021, I submitted a packet of Brigade, which submitted to HRC. September 2021, the HRC conducted their board at HRC to review packets. January 21st, 2022 is when the results came out. So, of course, when the results came out, I made the list. So I'm excited about that. So what happened is the list come out and it say, you know, for example, September HQDA board results. So everybody that made the list, that's in service and that's in reserves, they'll be on that list. So they show the name, your rank, and your current MOS. So yes, my name was on the list. I made the list for the board. So once that happens, I would say February 10th, I got my school date, my ATARS school date for OCS. So January 21st, 2022, the board results came out. February 10th, I got my school date for OCS. So I know a lot of people ask, you know, what's the timeline between everything? I would say it takes at least a year from start to going to school. I would say at least a year. So June of 2021, I submitted my packet. September of 2021, they had the board at HRC. January 2022, The results came out February 2022. I got my school date, and my school date is June of 2022. So think about it. I submitted my packet in June, and I go to school in June. So like I said, it takes at least a year. I did see that other people got like school dates like at the end of this year that submitted during the same time as I did. So when you submit a packet for OCS and you're in service, you should understand that this is a long, tedious process. So make sure like so the hard thing for me was, I'm the type of person that I always have to do a school. I have to do something to keep me like, feel like I'm progressing. So, but with this packet, you can't deploy, you can't go no stream with schools, you can't PCS, you can't reclass. So you kind of like this, you had like a standstill until like the whole process plays its part. So understand when you drop a packet for OCS, you kind of like, you can't do nothing else that either injure you or, you know, cause you to get your packet thrown out. So like I said, I go to school in June, and it's been a long process. So right now at work, I'm still doing my current job, but then like closer to time, that's when I'm gonna take leave, you know, start getting ready for school, and you know, get ready to knock that out, crush it, man, and pick my branch of choice. So for guys and, you know, gals that ask about the timeline of dropping an OCS packet while in service, that's roughly, you know, how the timeline is. And like I said, the timeline varies for each individual. So like people that submitted when I did, they submitted in June 2021. Some people got a March class date, some people got April class date. I got a June class date. I even saw some guys that got like a November, October, and December class date. So that's like even longer for them. So you have to understand, it's a long process. If you have any questions, you know, comment below. I'll get back to you. Or you can DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is moat_thegoat. Either way, you know, platform, I answer questions. You know, if you want details about, you know, the whole process and everything. But if you send me a packet, man, just, you know, stay focused, stay with it. Make sure you have everything, you know, double check, triple check everything you have before you submit it. And then stay tuned for more videos and more information on OCS packet.
You can't wear my chain no more. We're not a thing, can't take no more. Waiting on your king, you could wait some more. Yeah, I remember days.